Alright everybody, we got the second half. At this point I'm not even going to say anything, but we're going to have a look at the team. And as we can see here, we're not doing too bad. 17 and Rosie taking a wee bit, but we're still not too bad nonetheless here. So yeah, we're going to move on, get straight into this here, with the first match being up against a nice and easy enough stage. No, this is why we're going to have to fight right here, because the fact there is more blues, I'd rather not. So yeah, we're going to get into this. And the way we do this fight is immediately get rid of Bujin first, because stun, that's the key thing. Then get rid of this Bojack. Again, get rid of Beto, Zanya, this Bojack, and then Goku at the very end because he's going to be the tankiest. Although you can go from a bit earlier. I'm going to keep him here, so yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, nah, violated the team at 1.6. I got at least a few super attacks ready to go. So yeah, full kill. Pissed. Moving on. Next fight, gonna be up against this 5-fist stage here. Yes, it is gonna be slightly a bit problematic because there is this 5-fist stage here. No, this 5-fist stage here, yes, but this 5-fist stage goes to either this 4-fist or this 4-fist, which are decent enough fights. But if you go up to here, then Hellhole, Hellhole, and Hellhole, whereas this direction has at least something doable. So I mean, to be fair, it's both absolute states, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's go. This way is overall a bit easier. Yeah, this is gonna be the way we got the fight right here. I would, in all honesty, probably put 17 up in here, but the fact that there is, in fact, like a lot of green units that we're gonna be attacking first, it is not gonna exactly matter too much. So yeah, let's go. And with the super attacks we have, it's going to be decent enough. So firstly, we're going to get rid of this Goku first because the fact that he'll buff Dragon Ball Saga. Then we're going to get rid of Piccolo Jr. Then get rid of DKP, get rid of Bulma, Yamcha, and then Launch. I don't really see much else of a way around this here because the fact she'll buff like Dragon Ball and Goku characters. He'll buff Dragon Ball, he debuffs, he's just a massive damage dealer. So it is all around a absolute hell of a fight. So if 17 dies, I may for one half expect it, and two hope it doesn't happen, but we're going to get into this and see if it works. And 17 lives with still at least 50% of his HP alive. So yeah, 3.2 full kill. Not a bad fight. That's all I will say. Not a bad fight. So yeah, moving on. Next fight, going to be either this 4-fist stage or this 4-fist stage. Either or does not exactly matter because it's going to be the same regardless. So if you want to go for this fight, by all means go for it. I'm going to go for the other fight because this fight isn't that bad. And I'll have more chance to gain up super attacks. Just because why not? So if you want to go for this fight, get rid of these two first. Then get rid of the Zamasu. This Zamasu. Then either Zamasu and then Tapion or Tapion then Zamasu. Doesn't really matter too much about the way you have it. Otherwise, we're going to get into this. This is the way we're going to have to fight right here. I'm going to put Dispo into this sweet tile so that way he can build up his super attack. So hopefully we'll be able to kill somebody. And hoping to God that he doesn't get his super attack, because it is 15% and it's like 3% each time. So at the most he'll get at least maybe 27%, to which shouldn't do anything unless he gets hit. Well, then that's a different issue, but we should be fine. Hopefully he doesn't. And the way we do this fight is get rid of this 21 first, then get rid of 16 because cover rescue, and then just everything else. Get rid of the support, get rid of the damage dealer, get rid of her, and then get rid of Zoro at the very end because he'll mitigate a blast attack. So yeah, let's go. For fuck. Oh, bruh. He got a super attack. Are you serious? Oh, that's tragic. And we have, like, these two. Oh, fuck's sake. God damn it. Okay. It is what it is. We'll deal with it. So, unfortunately, yeah. Next fight gonna have to be up against this fight right here because we got one of no other choice, and two, yeah. And the end is to go over and have the fight right here. I would not honestly probably put 17 up in here, but they're too high. That's the one thing I will say, they're too high of tiles, and the fact that Kale has her super attack basically ready to go, yeah, that's the only reason why I have it there. So this is going to be a tough enough fight. I'm going to probably put Models up there just so that she gets a wee bit of extra sustained damage cut, but yeah, otherwise, so we get into this here and see how well this works. And the way we do this fight is we're going to get rid of Frieza immediately, then the fact there's 3 tag units doesn't exactly help us, but we're leaving Python to the end because of the fact he's a revival unit. But then I would probably suggest actually getting rid of these two, then Vegeta Goku, then the Boo Bros, Gogeta, and then Pycon at the very end. Actually, Gogeta actually gets a super attack every time someone's dead, so actually, we're going to do it like this here. Leave the Go Freezes to the very end, because the fact I don't think we have any red units on the team. I think we actually have one, but it shouldn't be too bad. As long as we have everyone else out of the way, we should be fine enough. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun, absolute waste spend. And we actually, 17 is just barely living, what seems. And did we kill everybody? Yes, we did. Don't think we avoided the super attack. I think I know who got hit by it. We still avoided everybody else, from what I can understand, unless he got a super attack off as well, which also half makes sense. But we still did it, 4 mil, 17 on the verge of death, but it's fine, we'll leave it. So yeah, moving on. Next fight, gonna be up against this 4th stage, a nice and easy enough fight. And that's the way we're gonna have to fight right here. I am going to attempt, and I mean keyword attempt, to see if we can get 17 up. Only because the fact that, I think during a special action somewhere around here, no, he doesn't heal himself, okay. I was gonna say he heals himself, but he doesn't. But we're gonna see if Kale can heal him up nicely. The way we do this fight is we can just get rid of Gotenks first, then get rid of Fat Tanks, get rid of Legends Road, get rid of this Super Saiyan 3, then transform, and then the other yellow, because we should be fine enough. So yeah, I said we get straight into this here. And 17 is living, he's healing up nicely enough, 6.2, killing it right now. In all honesty, I probably could have swapped him out for a red unit, but it's fine. We move on, because Goku's got a super attack. So yeah, this 4th stage is our next fight here, because going up against this here is the next 5th stage, and it's nice enough. So yeah, this will be a fun time. And this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. I just took off the UI sign for the Kale. Not really much else needed to say, because the fact she will cover change for him, so it should be fine enough. We do this fight is just the way I've said this here like 2 times over, I think, at this point, including the first half. These 2 first, immediately. Then we get rid of this green Zamasu, this red Zamasu, and then these 2. No matter what order you want to do it, doesn't really matter, it doesn't really affect too much of the fight. But I'm going to do it like this here, so yeah, let's go. And a nice 6.6 mil, and he's used the super attack. But we still have 2 others. He's healing up alright enough. Still got the full kill because it's an easy enough fight, so it's not really too much to worry about. So yeah, moving on. Next fight, gonna be against this here. Yeah, first in an absolute long time, I'm taking off, not every single C tier because 17's there, but we're taking off the majority of our C tier characters. I'm putting in every one of our high tiers because this should be fine enough, so let's go. And the way we do this fight is immediately get rid of these 2 first. Then we're going to get rid of the Gohan because he got blast cover change, whether or not it's for them, I'm not 100% too sure, but it doesn't really matter too much. Then get rid of the other tag unit, then get rid of this cell, then these 2 at the very end, doesn't exactly matter which order. I'm going to do it with the 17 at the end, so yeah, let's go. And a nice 9.1, 17, keeping himself right. Keeping himself right, so he is. That's the only thing I will say, he's keeping himself right. So yeah, moving on. Next fight, going to be this 4th stage against a slightly problematic stage. The way we're going to have to fight right here. I know with the fact there is 2 blues, that is a slight issue, but I think we should be fine enough. If we play our cards right, we should be fine. I'm taking off 17 because I know for a fact he's going to be dead from this here, considering the fact there is 2 green units, one of them being a very high key restore speed. The only thing I will say. So yeah, we should go. And the way we do this fight is going to be slightly tricky, because the fact that these 2 are quite dangerous. He's dangerous, he's okay, and then these 2 are just there for the end. But I think for the purposes of this here, I might get rid of him first. Then we get rid of the EX Mel Cooler, then Final Form, LF, then the Blue EX, and then this cooler, and then this cooler at the very end. We should be fine like this here. I won't be 100% too sure, but we should be okay. I just know for a fact that he's a very good unit. That's all I know. The fact that this EX Yellow Cooler is a very good unit. He's got a high key restore speed, and he's dangerous against yellows. The only thing I can say. And it actually looks like as if we did fine enough. So yeah, no, just keep with that formation, and you'll be grand if you have my team. Otherwise, try it out with your team. If it works perfectly fine, it works perfectly fine. But yeah, if I were to change it, and you do have a bit more trouble with this fella, I'll go for him first, then him, then the cooler, then everyone else afterwards. But yeah, moving on to the next fight, being up against this stage here, it's piss easy because this 5th stage over here, it's not so much, but there is a bit more chance for healing. But if you go for here, then you have this 5th here, which is the same fight. Then you have to either go for this 5th here, or this 4th here, or you could do this 3th here, which are all states, but this one's probably the easiest. Leaving you off with either this fight right here, which to be quite fair with it, is not bad. That's the only thing I will say, this fight is not bad. It's probably the 2nd easiest stage on here, or the easiest depending on your perspective, because this fight is an absolute state. But if you for some reason go for this 3th fight, then this fight is probably the next one. But this fight, not too bad. Because you just literally get rid of black first if you have an ultimate ready, and you'll be fine. But yeah, otherwise we're going to go for this easy enough fight. This is the way we're going to have to fight right here, because the fact 17, I want him healed a bit more. I want him healed a bit more so that way we can keep him for the last fight if we can. But yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is immediately give her a DKP first, then this Goku. Actually, no, give her the Goku, then DKP. Only because the fact that our UI sign is going to attack before everybody. That's the only thing I can say. Then give her DKP, obviously, because of debuffs. Then we give her the Bulma because she'll buff everybody. Then these two, and then 6 are at the very end, or 8 are even at the very end, only because of the fact he'll provide the buffs to everybody. So we're going to leave it at that, so let's go. And we are actually healing up very nicely with 17. Almost got a super attack with him. He's ready for a super attack. And 11.2 mil, easy enough, full kill. Moving on, next fight, up against an RICH. But we're going to have the fight right here. It is very counterintuitive the way I have this here, because I usually like to have 17 in at least around the middle. But just because the fact he needs a wee bit of healing, as I want to do, get him healed up a wee bit, going to put him there. So yeah, the way we do this fight is immediately get rid of these two first. Roshi because it's stun on turn 2, and he has a stun on turn 2, so you either eat one of the stuns, or 2 you can kill them both easily. Just depends on what way it happens. But then we're going to get rid of this 17. If you have a strike-based team for some reason, get rid of the 17. Then we're going to then obviously we get rid of Goku. But I'm going to do it like this here. Get rid of Krillin and then 18 at the very end. We'll see what happens with these two. If one of them gets a super attack, actually if he doesn't get a super attack, he gets a super attack. So he's probably a bit more of a troublesome unit per se. But we should be fine. So let's go. And would you look at that? 17 nicely healed up. 11.3 got the full kill. I think we may or may not have killed them both. So that's obviously a plus. That's the only thing I will say, it's a plus. So yeah, moving on to the next fight. Going to be against this 5 for stage, or you could do this 3 for stage. I'm going to go for the 5 for stage just because why not? And yeah, not very much needed to change here, despite the fact you might want to take off maybe him, but it should be fine enough. We should be fine with this team, so let's get in. And the way we do this fight is obviously give her Jaiter first, then give her Goku, Rakum, Jace, I was almost saying Jaiter, then Captain Ginyu, and then obviously the revival at the very end, because the revival unit is a revival unit. So yeah, we're going to get into this here. Let's go. And would you look at that, 17 is near half HP. So yeah, this would be fun time. 13 mil, avoid everybody's super attacks, killed everybody, easy enough. So yeah, moving on to the final fight up against this stage right here, because it is the second easiest stage that isn't this here, again depending on your perspective. But for me, at the moment, easiest stage here, because this stage, unless you have a super attack ready before black hits you, well then tough luck. But yeah, we're going to get into this one. I just took out the Kale. If you want to put her on and put these two on, I will be against it. However, we're going to be fine enough nonetheless with regards to what points we get here, so we should be good. Let's go. And the way we do this fight is immediately give rid of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Then we give rid of the Tag Fusion. Then give rid of Ultra Gogeta. Then we're going to get rid of this Gogeta, and then this Gogeta at the very end, because the fact he's the most tanky. Despite the fact he has a blast mitigation, we should be fine enough. So yeah, let's get into this here. Okay, so you know what, I think what we could have done better is we could have attacked him before we attacked him. Why? Because the fact that UI Sign literally just super attacked him when it was like 700k HP. It could have easily just killed him, but it is what it is. Still worked out well enough for us, so yeah, 16.6, 100% will take it, everybody lives, so yeah, 17 by all means is a very good option for USS. It's the only thing I will say is a very good option because the fact of he does a Garlic Jr. effect. He's the Garlic Jr. before Garlic Jr. even came out, so yeah, this is a fun time. I enjoyed him very much. See whereabouts we end off. I believe it is 115.6. 115.7? 100% will take it. From what we did, that was a very fair fight. So yeah, we're going to have a look at whereabouts we end off in this board, because I can't speak. at this point. 1107, 100% will take it. Completely 100%. Who did he run? Is actually somewhat about the same time, so fair enough. Bit of a mix between Strike and Blast. Can't say that's a very good option, but we'll see who's in the top 1000. We'll see who's the top 1000. Who's there? Ab-Zero running a... I mean, half. It's mostly Universe... I don't know what the hell. Unirap with Yamcha for some reason. I don't know. Baitoshi with a Metal Cooler 14 stars, and I think this is just majority Z tier. Or some form of movies with Yamcha. I don't know. Probably is movies with Yamcha. But there is definitely quite a few Unirep movies. All the mostly Unirep, holy shit. Oh, it's Super Warriors. Yes, it is Super Warriors. No, fair enough. Fair play. In fact, he's Yamcha. 14 stars is quite concerning, but fair enough to him. So yeah, I will take what I'm given. 100%. Shall see us all in the next one.